So hey everybody, it's Mickey and I am so excited about today's video. Today we are going to create a Gilmore Girls junk journal ready to fill up with all those good things. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. One of my goals this year was to incorporate more journaling and planning videos on my channel, and today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to create your very own junk journal. A few videos back, I had shared with you my Dolly Parton junk journal, and so many of you reached out and requested a video on how to put one together for yourselves. So today we are going to go through step by step on how to create your own journal. Junk journaling is a very personal thing, and there are no rules. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's meant to be a space where you can be creative in any way that you wish. It's a space where you can add little mementos from your day, whether it be a receipt from a grocery store, a menu from a restaurant, or a postcard from a place that you visited. This is your creative space and you can make it whatever you want. And today's tutorial is going to take a children's book and an everyday composition book and create it into something special. So I've gathered together some of the supplies that we are going to use to create our junk journal. The first thing that you are going to need is some type of children's book or a book of your choice. I like to use children's books because I love the color and I love the whimsy of them. And you want to be sure that whatever book you choose has a lot of really colorful and fun pages in it, because we are going to incorporate the pages of the children's book into the journal. I love to use little golden books for this project because they are just the perfect size to fit on top of your composition book, and they have so many subjects to choose from. You can find books on like Barack Obama to Martha Stewart to the Peanuts gang, and it's always fun to use maybe one book from your childhood that was your favorite to make everything extra special. Today I'm going to be using this Gilmore Girls little golden book. Gilmore Girls is my comfort show. I watch it in full every year beginning in September. Not a big fan of season 7, but you know, it's all part of the picture. It just feels like home to me. You will also need a regular everyday composition book. These can be found just about anywhere. They may be like $1.25 at the most. You can find them at Walmart, at the dollar store, and always online. You are going to need some adhesives, and some of the ones that I like to use for my projects are some Elmer's tape runner. We use these to glue some of the pages together in your journal. I like to use the Elmer's kind because they are very inexpensive when we kind of go through a lot of it, and they sell them in a big quantity, so they last you a long time. One of the best adhesives for this project is this Fabri-Tac from Beacon. This stuff is really awesome. It really bonds things together so well, and I like it too because when you use it on cardboard, it doesn't really wrinkle your cardboard. It doesn't make it just so like soaking wet that it takes so long to dry. So this is really a great adhesive to use. I highly recommend it. And you can also use some just regular glue sticks. These Scott permanent glue sticks is what I use for my scrapbooking and a lot of my paper projects. You will also need some scrapbook paper. We are going to be using it for our covers, and also we will be adding it throughout our journal. I just went through my supply and picked out some pretty designs that match back to our theme. I chose some patterns, checks. I have some plaids here, and I also have some really pretty florals that I want to work in. You will also need some washi tape. I had mentioned that we are going to be gluing some of our pages together in our notebook. The pages in a composition book are pretty thin, and we will be gluing them together to give them a little bit more of a stronger base so that you will be able to use watercolors in here if you want to, or markers, and you want to make sure these pages are strong enough to hold up to all the things that you are going to be stuffing in there. Once we glue our pages together, we're going to edge these pages with our washi tape. So you want to pick some tape that is a little bit thicker than the average size. The tape that I chose here is about 3/4 of an inch, and that's pretty perfect size to use in this project. I have chosen some washi tapes that I thought would go really well with our theme. I have some book washi tape here that I got from Archer and Olive. I think that is very much of a good match for Rory. This other washi tape has some coffee on it, which, you know, coffee is like a main character in Gilmore Girls. I have one that has some pretty fall colors and some pretty gold foil accents. To bind our journal together, we are going to be using some decorative duct tape. We're pretty lucky these days because we can find this tape just about anywhere. I think I found this one at Walmart, but you can also look on Amazon and in any craft store. I chose this really pretty gold glitter tape because I thought it would be a perfect match to all those fall colors and the gold foil in some of our washi tape. I like to use a lot of trims in my journals. I think that they are a little bit something extra that makes them really pretty. I found some beautiful leaf trim at Hobby Lobby. I thought that this would be great for the cover. I also found some ivory lace that we could use on some of the pages. One of my favorite trims to use is this really pretty pom-poms. As you can see, I use some white ones in my Dolly Parton journal. I just think they are so fun and they really add a great creative element. So finally, let's get started on our project. The first thing that we need to do is to remove the cover of your children's book. Little golden books are held together by just a couple staples, and the easiest way to remove the cover is to turn it over and remove the back cover first. This way you do not risk ripping the front cover because that's the part that you're going to be using. Once you have the cover removed, you want to trim off the gold binding and then just set your cover aside. Choose the paper that you want for the cover of your notebook and then add a piece of wax paper or parchment paper under your notebook cover. This way you can get as close as possible to the edges of your notebook with the glue. Use the glue around the whole perimeter of your notebook and across the cover. Secure your paper, turn the whole book over and do the same on the other side. Then set it aside, let it dry really well for about 15 minutes. While my covers are drying, I'm going to go through my Gilmore Girls book and choose some of the pages that I want to add to my journal. You can add the full page to your journal, or you can cut out certain characters and add them to like the bottom or the top of the notebook page. There are so many different ways to incorporate the book you've chosen throughout your journal. Now that your cover has dried, use some scissors to cut off the excess scrapbook paper. Be sure to set it aside because you may want to incorporate it into your journal later. Now we are going to be placing our book cover on the notebook. I will be using some of the Beacon Fabry tack glue for this. Use a really good amount of the glue so that you are assured to adhere it well to the cover. Next, we are going to take our glitter duct tape and cover the binding of our notebook. I always try to cover a little bit of the book cover as well with the duct tape to be sure that the edges stay flat. Trim off the sides and pull the tape around the back to cover the back binding. Now we are getting to the fun part. You can decorate your cover as little or as much as you want. Now I decided to add an additional trim to the front of my book because the leaf trim is so pretty, but it really doesn't stand out a lot. So I found this daisy trim in my collection and I thought it was really perfect. I know that Lorelei's favorite flower is the yellow daisy, but this is pretty close. So we are going to use our fabric tack glue again to adhere the trims to the cover, and then we will be trimming them and kind of like tucking them under the inside of the cover of the book. I always like to add a little bit of bling and sparkle to just about everything. I found these jeweled stickers at Michael's and I thought that they were the perfect color to add a little sparkle to the front cover. These stickers were really easy to cut apart and add individual jewels to accent the falling leaves. Our cover is all finished and we are going to be moving to the inside of our notebook where we are going to begin to glue together our pages in sets of 2. The pages in a composition notebook are very thin and usually, in a junk journal, you are adding a lot of things inside there. You're using watercolors, markers, and gluing in a lot of memories, and you want to be sure that your pages have a strong base. Now you can use a tape runner like I'm doing here, or you can even use a glue stick for this. It does take a little bit of time, so I am going to finish it off camera. Once you have all your pages glued together, this is where our washi tape comes in. We're going to use our washi tape to edge each of the sets of pages. Now this does take a little while. It's probably going to take you a good 30 minutes to do the whole book. Put a video on and it'll be done before you know it. It's so worth the trouble. You're going to lay the washi tape at the edge of your page using half of the width of the washi tape. Then turn the page over and edge the back side of the page as well. Rotate between your chosen washi tape and I promise you it's going to look so cool when you're all done. So it did take me a good half hour to finish taping all of my edges, but doesn't it look so great? You definitely can use one washi tape design to do this, but I think that it looks so good when you can rotate between several different designs. So now we are going to be gluing in the pages of our book, and to do this I like to use this Zig glue pen. You can also use tape, but this glue pen really does make this whole process easier. We're going to just be gluing these pages in at random. If you want to do it like every, say 5 to 10 pages, you can do that as well, but I just kind of stick them in at random. So we are going to be repeating this whole process again using scrapbook paper. Again, this is totally optional, but I really do like to add some pretty pages to incorporate into my journaling and to use it as like a pause or a chapter, so to speak, in my book. You can put in as many as you want. I think I'm only going to be putting in like 3 or 4 pages, and the process is totally the same. I will be using my Zig glue pen for this as well. I always like to add a little bit of trim to some of the pages, and my favorite thing to add is pom-pom trim. I just think that it is so fun and it's become my little tradition. I usually pick a spot in the journal that has one of my favorite pages from the book on it. Now don't forget to use your wax paper so that your glue doesn't drip on your other pages. So you're just going to lay down a line of glue along the washi tape and then apply your trim and just give it a few minutes to dry. The pom-poms are so fun and I just think that they look so cute when the book is closed. The other trim that I really love to add to my journal is a ruffle trim. For this, you're going to use a piece of fabric folded over to whatever width that you want. You're going to be using a regular stapler to adhere this to your page. Just lay your fabric down on the page, staple it to the top, and then pleat the fabric and staple at each pleat. This will form a cute little ruffle that adds so much fun and dimension to your journal. There are so many fun things that you can use to trim your book with. Large rickrack is really cute to glue onto your pages. You can create page tabs using ribbons. I love to use those glitter page tabs that are like stickers. The more you add, the more personal it becomes. I think you will find that your journal is going to become a very important part of your everyday, and you can use it for so many different things. It can be your running to-do list, a brain dump at the end of a busy day, and it can hold the memories of your life. There are so many great journalists online. I get so many ideas from Thrifty Day and Rebecca Hoot. I will leave links to their channels down below for you. I am sure you will find so much inspiration there. So that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this Gilmore Girls junk journal tutorial. I really did love putting this together for you. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are interested in these kinds of videos, because I think that we can all benefit from adding journaling to our lives, and I have so many different ideas to share with you. If you are new here, please join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life, and please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you all back back as part of our YouTube family. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have, be kind to each other, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.